Hi folks, I wanted to show you how to add words to Unity one hit. This happens to be Unity 28 one hit, but the process worked the same for 36, 45, etc. First thing I'm going to do is add a picture of the family dog, Rover, to the names page. I'm going to add it right here. So first thing I have to do is take the picture. So I'm going to head into the toolbox and the camera menu, bottom right. And then I'll frame out my photo and I'll say take picture. So my picture is taken. And then I'm going to say save as an icon. And I'll rename that picture. First let me clear it out and name it Rover. And say okay. And then I am going to say okay again. So I want to have it go into an imports folder. And then I'm going to okay out of here and okay again. And it's at this point I will add that picture to a key. So I'm going to go to my names page and then I'm going to select the setup key and then this white key right here. At this point I am going to go to change icon and then select the imports folder. And there is my picture for Rover. So I'm going to select that. So I have an icon. You can see number one, I call it a programming triangle. Number one is change icon. Number two is spell message. And number three is change the label. So I am going to go in here and spell the message. It's all caps. I don't want that. So I'm going to clear that out and then hit shift and Rover. Always when you're programming a key, make sure there's a space after the final character. And then you're going to say okay, and then the label changed as well. So we are done with that. So now you'll see that Rover is right here.
Rover.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is typically in one hit, if you see three dots after one of the core words, it means that the top row is going to change and there's going to be space for customizations like the word play, game, or I might say drink, water. Okay, on this one I'm going to select the word eat. And now my favorite food is pizza. So typically folks might put their most favorite things in these areas. And then there's also more real estate for other foods that the person may like. So I'm going to say eat again. I'm going to look at this key and not select it. And then I'm going to go to my setup key and select this white icon here. And number one, change icon. And this time, rather than going into a folder, I'm going to spell icon defined. I'm going to spell the word pizza. And I'm going to grab that picture of pizza. My message is pizza and my label is pizza. So I am all done there. Okay. You could do that same process for the My Foods page. Once again, do your setup key and select a white icon. And this time I am thinking about lobster. So I'm going to type the word lobster and say okay. And then grab my picture of the lobster. Message is good, label is good, and I am done. The other places that people customize are in pages. I see people customizing the about me. So the name of the individual, once again, let me show you a shortcut. If you do have a mouse plugged into the device, you can right click and say setup. And from here, we can either change the icon if we want to. We certainly want to fill in the message. My name is shift. We'll put Sally. And I might change the label as well and to match. And say okay. And those are the areas that I think people will typically customize. Note that there are 3 blank pages as well. So if you needed to create a page of content, that real estate has already been created. All right, so that is adding a photo to a key as well as adding words and messages.